we are going to talk about this amazing weather detector application, which has been built using React and the popular library named Leaflet. So the map that you're seeing over here is coming from Leaflet. Okay, and what all things can we do on this application? What are the different facilities this application offers to its users? All that thing will be covered in this tutorial, and later on in this video we are going to talk about the coding section. So it's a very few lines of code that has been written in the backend for getting this beautiful application done, right? And don't worry about the code, it will be shared in the form of a link with you guys in the description section below. Okay, so let's dive into the tutorial without wasting any more time and check out the functionality of this application. So this is what the user will come across when he will first open the application. Right now on the top, as you can see, we have a search box. We can simply type the name of that place, the weather which we want to know, and then we can do a search. So this is how the icon over here comes, and then we can simply click on it to get the weather forecast of that area. Now if you want to switch to Fahrenheit, you can simply click this button, and in real time you see the changes happening over here. So the temperature is now in Fahrenheit and the wind is in mph. Now if you want to toggle to centigrade, simply do this and that's what you'll get. Okay, so this is the application. Now if I want to simply check out this Ghaziabad, okay, I can scroll. Okay, it will take me to that location. So this is Ghaziabad and the nearby places. Let me search Delhi and let's do a search. So here, where is Delhi? Let me do a search again. Okay, I think I lost it. No problem, just a second. Let me give it a refresh and Delhi search. Okay, here is it. So as you can see in the location history, whatever I'm searching, it's getting saved over here. So we are saving it as an history. Okay, the way it happens in ChatGPT and the other application where you get a cache in place on the front end itself, where you can see all the types of things that you have searched. Right. So this is Delhi. Okay, and let me search for some country. America, search. Okay, so this is America. Fine. And this is the weather report of America. Now that's what the application is. Okay, now what all things are there in the backend? Let's talk about that. So I'm going to keep this video very short and simple. Fine. And simply let's come on this notepad file where I've got all these steps recorded. Let me just, this is fine. Control C. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to create an application, a React application. So this is the command. For the same, you can simply fire it in your console, okay, in your terminal. Once this is done, the next thing that you have to do is, just a second. Okay, the next thing that you have to do is you have to cd into that particular application's root directory. So it is event directory for me. That's the reason I've cd'd into it. The next thing that you have to do is you have to install React Leaflet library. Okay, AWS is something which I planned to use earlier. I installed it also, but then I didn't find any link between AWS Amplify and this Leaflet thing. So that's the reason. If you want, you can simply ignore it. Okay, even if you use this command and you're not using AWS, so that doesn't matter. Ultimately, you have to use this React Leaflet library, right? Next thing that you have to do is you have to simply execute this command, React install React globe, right? If you want to have a globe kind of a structure for your map, so this is the library that you can use. Okay, and finally you can do npm start. But before doing npm start, what exactly you have to do, let me tell you that. So after installing the libraries, after creating the application, the next thing that comes is adding the leaflet CSS. Okay, so that's where you're going to do it. Simply come in the index.html file and add this line of code over here. Where is that? Okay. I think I'm not able to find it. Just a second. I remember I added it. Yeah, this is the one that you have to add. Okay, in the head section. Once you're done with that, your application is ready to use Leaflet. The next thing that you have to do is you have to create a map component. Simply come in this source folder and create a component with name map component.js. It can be anything, you can pick up any name. For me, it is map component.js. Now, let me just explain you the code that has been written in this map component.js. So we have all these things imported from React Leaflet, tile layer, marker, pop-up, use map events, right? We're using XCS, we're using L from Leaflet. Then there is this CSS file that we're using. So this styling that you are seeing over here, the box styling, this location history styling, this search box styling, all this is coming from this map component.js. What else is there? So this is for the custom icon. So when I say custom icon, I'm going to say this. So if you see, we have a small icon and then we have a shadow kind of a thing over here. So it's coming from these two things. Okay, if I remove these things from here, what's going to happen? Let's check it out. So I'm just, okay, I think I've closed the application. No problem. Let me just add it back. So the app will start showing an error. Okay, so that is something which we do not want. If you want, you can use your own images that I leave on you. Then we have this map clicker handler. So what happens is when I click on any of the location, okay, of the image, or when I click on any of the position of the image, what happens is the latitude and the longitude of that particular place are fetched. Okay, and then we are using a function called set position. So to this, we are feeding the latitude and longitude position. Fine. What else is there? We are using fetch weather. There is a function called fetch weather that we are using, to which we are passing this latitude and longitude asynchronously. And then we are hitting an API, okay, for getting the data based on the latitude and longitude. Now, what is this weatherapi.com? Let me just show you that. So this is the application. This is the website on which you have to create your own account. Simply you can sign up. Okay, you can then log in. Once you're done with logging into your account, what happens is it takes you to this dashboard. Okay, where you get this API key. So you don't need to create it on your own. Once you're done with creating your account on this platform, automatically when you come on the dashboard, in this API section, you'll find this API key. Same thing is what you have to add over here in this environment component like this. Okay, if you want, you can use my key. That is totally your call. No problem in that. So once you're done with adding the environment key, then you can start using it like this. So there is something called process.env, with the help of which you can pull the environment information, whatever you have put in your environment variable. Okay, you can pull it using this process.env. Fine. And then we are simply passing it to this particular URL. So we are hitting the URL through passing this latitude, longitude and API key to it, and then we are setting the weather data. So the data that you're seeing over here, okay, which come in the application when you click on that pin icon, so that is something which is getting set with the help of this function. Okay, then we have the set history. So whatever has been typed in the search box, the location, everything gets saved in the history section. Fine. Then we have this handle search. So that search functionality you've seen. Again, we're using the React app weather API key over here. Okay, we are doing the same thing. Set position, we are fetching the weather conditions, right? And then there is something called toggle. Okay, toggle to Fahrenheit, toggle to Celsius. So that is something behind which this function is, to which this function is supporting. So basically what happens is when you click that button, this is a function which gets executed, and this is how the units gets converted to Fahrenheit if it is Celsius. If it is in Celsius, then it gets converted into Fahrenheit. So this is a function which is doing the conversion thing for us. Then yeah, so everything is getting populated on the front end. So this is the whole code, right, with the help of which we are populating everything on the front end. The user can see the history, right, the user can see the weather report, the card kind of a thing that is coming. It's because of this CSS HTML over here. Okay, and yeah, that's it. So this is a very simple application which you can use, which is definitely going to tell you how you can use Leaflet in your application. So if you're building, let's say, Ola kind of an application, or if you're building applications where you need to use maps, right, locations, so weather report. So this is something which is definitely going to help you guys out. In case you find it interesting, let me know in the comment section. Please give your feedback in the comment section, and also do share this video in your group. Don't worry about the code. You will be getting it in the form of a link in the description section below. Please try to set it up on your device so that you can also, learn what all things can be done through React, and also how Leaflet can be set up on a local device. Okay, try to host it also on AWS or some other cloud platform so that the hosting things also can be clear to you. Right, that's it from my side in this lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye, take care, and have a great day, guys.